Hey there, it is good to see you. I'm doing something new. I'm doing my weekly walkthrough. So, I started my weekly 5, and that's on social. That is something where each week I go through 5 active homes that are available. I go through it very quickly, but the point is to kind of give you a quick sense of what's available in our little area. Calabasas, Segura, Westlake, Thousand Oaks, kind of in our bubble, as I like to call it. And then if you want more information, you can always reach out to me and I can give you more info on those properties. But what I'd like to do here is a little bit more of a deep dive into the neighborhood, exactly where it's located, the schools, the parks, the restaurants, where it is in relation to commuting and freeway access and that kind of stuff. So a little bit more. If you saw me a few years ago, I did my Mike's my walk the block. Sorry, my walk the I forget all the things I'm doing. But the walk the block, where I gave you a little bit more insight, and those are on my YouTube channel and those are fun. But this is something I'd like to start to do each week and would love you to join me. So with the help of our friends over at Google Earth, I'm going to send us traveling into Agora Hills and Morrison Ranch and right into the Morrison Highlands, and it's 29340 Castle Hill Drive. So as we zoom out, I want to zoom back out a little bit so you can get a sense of exactly where we are in the scheme of things, right? So Agora Hills is off the 101 freeway heading, I know it looks like it's east and west, but it's actually north. It is east and west, but Agora Hills is just north of the 101 freeway. Malibu is this way, okay? Ventura is up over this way, and the San Fernando Valley is right over here. But as we zoom back in, travel right back into Agora Hills, right off of Canaan Road, if you're heading north, you're going to run into kind of the main shopping area where you have grocery stores. Starbucks is over here. Starbucks is over here. Starbucks is over there. I'm just joking. There are 2 Starbucks. There's a Vons here and there's a Ralph's over here. We have some restaurants in here. This is kind of where you would do most of your shopping. The high school's over here. And then all these neighborhoods are all kind of feed into this downtown Agora Hills section. One of the elementary schools is right here, Willow. Sumac is just across the way over here. These are both in the Las Virgenes Unified School District, which, if you don't know already, is one of the best school districts around. I grew up here. I went to these schools. Not that that should be an indication, but I do send my own kids to these schools, and I can tell you from personal experience that the teachers are fantastic, the administrators are fantastic, and it's just your kid's going to get a really great education. That's why a lot of people move out here, so you don't have to pay for private school. Having said that, there are private schools out here. We are very close to Oaks Christian, which I can fly you over to real quick. It's not far. As we go up Thousand Oaks Boulevard, head this way, you can see here's the Four Seasons. Here is our Target shopping center. I just passed it over here. It's right over here along the 101 freeway. And then here's Oaks Christian School right here. Four Seasons I mentioned. And then we've got this beautiful YMCA. Westlake Village Community Park is up here. Our girls play softball up here. Soccer over here. And this facility is just unbelievable. They offer family memberships. So you can see this is just an area within a mile and a half, 2 miles. Everything is here. Here's a middle school, some homes around this area. We call this Lake Lindero. You're wondering where the lake is. It's right there. And then we scroll back down and fly over. This is Strawberry Hill right here. It looks like a strawberry if you get the right angle on it. Let's see if we can do it. Kind of strawberry-ish. I assure you in person it looks more like a strawberry. And then as we come back down to our Morrison Highlands area, remember down here is where these downtown Agora shopping centers are, right, where most of the stuff happens. And then we can come up Thousand Oaks Boulevard, we can go down into the Morrison Highlands, and we come right up into 29340 Castle Hill Drive. And I'm going to show you right here, as we get a little closer, the house itself, 3249. Most of these houses now are, to find something less than 2.5 is going to be a little bit crazy. You're going to probably need to do a lot of work to it. But at 3.2, you're seeing something that's been somewhat updated. More than that, you're going to get fully redone, close to $4 million, if not over $4 million. But this house in particular seems like it's in pretty good shape. It's on a nice street, 3-car garage. The house is 5-bedroom, 5-bath, just under 5,000 square feet. Nice wood floors, big tall ceilings in the entryways, which are always nice, makes it feel nice and spacious. Formal living room, formal dining room. Here's your main living space. There's a bar. These homes were built in the 80s, the early 80s, and the floor plans, they vary from about a little over 4,000 square feet to just under 6,000 square feet. And lots of people have done work to them. When they first were built, lots of wood and lots of divided rooms. People took the time to open them up a little bit more. So this one was a little bit redone. The pictures are kind of bouncing a little bit from indoor to outdoor, but nice covered patio, which is always great. Obviously a pool. Nice bar section. I love this with the 2 refrigerators down here. And then here's your kitchen, which has a nice eating area and then big wraparound countertop, lots of counter space, Viking appliances, stainless steel, top of the line. Here's the primary bedroom. These primary bedrooms have fireplaces in them, and they also have like these nice living spaces. They're very, very spacious. So this is actually the other side of the primary, and you can see it has a dual fireplace, so it goes both ways there. And then here's the bathroom, primary bathroom, double sinks, tub, and then separate shower. This wasn't very recently updated, but it is updated. As you can see, the original ones, trust me, you'd be able to know if it wasn't updated because it's iffy. But here we go. And then looks like this is a upstairs loft area with more refrigerators and a microwave even, which is nice. So those are nice features to have. Kind of like movie night up here, which is fun. And then just some bedrooms, double sink. Scrolling through a little bit quickly, but you guys get the idea. All the homes in here are lots of square footage. You're gonna have plenty of space for your family. Most of the neighbors in this area, most of the residents in the area, you have this transition era, right? You have the original owners who are still there, and those are where you're gonna find a lot of these homes that haven't been touched. But the owners of those homes moved into these homes with small kids. Kids grew up, went through the school system, moved out. Some of the kids moved back to the area. Lots of the kids moved back to the area. We moved back to the area. And then some of them move out and move away. And then the younger families come in and buy the homes and redo them. And so you're seeing a variation, and that's where you see the fluctuation on the price as well, is, going from, like I said earlier, 2.5 to up to, there's one that sold for 4.5, which is wild, right? Some of the yards are a little bit larger. This is a decent sized yard, but this is a pretty standard yard, to be honest. They're more rectangular shape with a little bit of a side yard. Built-ins, TV hanging down there is nice. They got a built-in barbecue. You can see that looks somewhat old. But yeah, this is Morrison Highlands, and it's a great neighborhood. If you have any questions about this home, one other thing, homeowner association fees, right? HOAs, $1,000 annually. So that's under $100 a month, which is very, very nice. What that gets you is that allows you to not have to worry about the grounds around the area. There's beautiful green belts. I'm going to give you the satellite view here so you can see some of those green belts. Green belts right over here. That's Medea Creek. It runs all the way through Oak Park and all the way down to through Malibu, actually. So that's what the homeowner association covers. So that's really it. That's my first Mike's weekly walkthrough. And if you guys like this, then give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do one of those things. But also reach out. I love referrals and would love to help you guys find your perfect place, whether you're buying, selling, looking to rent, looking for an investment property. Give me a call. I'm here. Nice to see you guys.